Okay, what is stopping you, or shall I say, why are you letting things or that thing stop you from going for your goals? And when I say going for your goals, I literally mean something as simple as changing your career, changing your relationship, or getting out of a relationship. Sometimes we know the thing that is pulling us and keeping us bound, keeping us from achieving our goals, but we just refuse to let go of it. So, what is it that is binding you and bounding you from, prohibiting you from achieving your goals? Once you establish what that thing is, the next step for you to take is to reach out to someone that is going to support you in achieving the thing that you're trying to accomplish. Okay. So I know when I got ready to relocate to Arizona, what I did was made sure that I surrounded myself with the people that had positive things to say, encouraging words. They even sent me things, whether it's email or text messages, uplifting me, affirmations. Make sure that you're surrounding yourself with the right people. Because when you tell your dreams to someone, when you share them with someone that is closed-minded, that lives in a box, and they can't see the life that they could have outside of that box, you really do limit what God has for you, what the universe has for you, whatever you believe in. You're limiting yourself. Okay. So, excuse me, it's time to take off the limits. Take off the limits, release those chains, because I know for myself, I never would have thought that I would make it to my dream state. But the key is I unlocked one thing, and that was the key to my success, is getting support. Okay. And support may not look the same for everybody. It may not be family. It may not be friends. It could be people that you barely know. Okay. A lot of people, when they find out they're going to relocate, they start making connections with people in that place. Okay. Now it's so easy to do because of this thing here, the internet, social media, all of that. So you can start making connections with people in the place that you want to be in. Okay. And then next is start writing it down. I had an entire notebook of all of the things that it took for me to relocate. Okay. What was I going to do? Now, also, you want to make sure your financials are up to par. But, sometimes I hear stories of where people say, hey, I only had a little bit of this, and I was able to hustle. And, if you have a hustle mentality, once you relocate, there's so many gig jobs that you can do nowadays to where you really can get your hands on quick money. If you don't want to see yourself in a structured job. I know for me, I was in corporate America for decades, and I really wasn't a person who likes to get up and be told what time to be there. You can't take off. You got to request off, or, they're expecting you every day. And, I just, things have to be turned in and all that, which, as an entrepreneur, you do have goals. You do have things to turn in, people to connect, people to, follow up with, and all the things. However, you can do it your way. Okay. I would say you can do it more your way when you're working for yourself. So once you make the decision to free yourself, you will find that the opportunities will be endless. Okay. So once you get into whatever it is that you're going to go into, if you want to come out or move to your new state and you're going to work for someone, obviously we do need the 9 to 5 people working. We need the nurses, the teachers, and all the things. But so many people, because I hear somebody say, well, if everybody's an entrepreneur, everybody starts a business, who's going to be the consumers? Guess what? We're all going to be consumers at the end of the day, because I'm a consumer. I bought this hat. I bought this little thing here to work out in. I bought some stuff for my lips, got my nails done. Everybody's going to be a consumer. So it doesn't matter if you start a business, and or if everybody starts a business, we're always going to need services, products, and all the things. Okay, so that's, don't let anyone get in your ear about that. Well, it's hard. Entrepreneurship is hard. Well, guess what? You have to choose your hard. I know. I didn't feel like getting up this morning walking 2 miles, but guess what? I like the results that it gives me. I know I'm going to lose weight. I know I'm going to feel better. I know I'm going to look better in my clothes, and I know my heart rate's going to be amazing. All the things, for my health, possibly increasing my lifespan. So just knowing the result that I will get, that pushes me, that drives me, just the result, knowing what the potential result could be. Okay. So everything is a faith walk. So you're going to work for somebody. You don't know if they're going to fire you tomorrow. You don't know if somebody doesn't like you and there's clicks and, whatever, this or that, you don't know. So we never know. However, you have to choose what's best for you. But if you're watching this video, I'm willing to bet you're one of those people that is ready to step out and take a chance. Okay. So I'm in my dream state. I have a paradise, a golf course. I have beautiful things around me, safe community. You can have that. You can truly have that. A lot of people, reach out to me as a realtor. They don't want to be in a community. Some people like the condo living and all of that. So if that's something that you desire, if you want to come out and relocate to Arizona, I'm your AZ Relo plug, so I can help you get into a home. Now, there are people that come here that rent first, and I get people saying, hey, I got 10 felonies and I have this, that, I want to rent something. So I'm going to tell you, you may want to try to look for a private owner. I don't know any that works with a lot of that stuff. That's why you want to, wherever you're at, you want to tie up the loose ends where you're at. You don't want to be running from something to think that it's going to be better, because don't forget, you take you wherever you go. Okay. You have to take yourself wherever you go. So if you're not paying your bills out there, you're probably not going to pay them out here. And Arizona is, they've seen the highest level of evictions in history. So I wouldn't recommend you coming out here with evictions if you're going to rent. Obviously, if you're going to buy, you will have a plethora of gorgeous homes and communities to choose from. There's something for everybody, literally something for everybody. So you want the pools, you want to live in a community that has a community pool, but you don't want the maintenance in your yard, it's there. If you want the playground, you got kids. If you want the arts, it's here. All of the things. There's so much for everybody. There's adult double dutch teams. I used to be a really good double dutcher, but since having knee surgery, I won't be jumping up anytime soon. But I used to be very, very competitive when I was a youth. So the teenage double dutch skating teams, all the things. So there's hiking groups here. So there's something for everybody. So don't ever let anybody tell you that you shouldn't take a chance. You shouldn't, explore something new. I never thought I would ever get married, but hey, a few years ago it happened. So don't ever think that something great and awesome cannot happen for you. Okay, it's on the horizon, and I know there is a blessing out there. There's multitude of blessings out there, endless blessings. But I'm gonna go ahead and shut this video down. I have to get in there and take my supplements. I'm gonna do some juicing. I've got all the trees I'm juicing. So I got some tangelos, tangerines, and oranges. I'm gonna be juicing, making some juice today. So yeah, that's my next thing. I'm possibly gonna find me a little snack. I bought some Kodiak things to make some protein muffins or waffles, or one of them, whichever one. I don't know which I'm gonna make. So that is coming next. And y'all have a blessed day. And remember, if you're planning your relocation to Arizona and you're looking for a home, I am your AZ Relo plug. Reach out to me today, 480-251-3174 or 888-765-RELO. Be blessed.